Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith at the National Weather Service in Pocatello with your weather hazard briefing for Tuesday, March 1st. So let's get an update here on when snow will return to the forecast and also those warming temperatures we've been talking about going into this week. It's going to sound a little bit like a broken record if you do watch our briefing every morning, but we'll give you some updates here. First, an atmospheric river event continues up to our north, producing lots of rain and snow across portions of Washington, Oregon, into the Idaho Panhandle, and portions of western Montana, with rain and snow up that way right through Thursday of this week. Occasionally, we are seeing some of that activity, the southern edge of that moisture feed just brushing into portions of our central mountains and the Montana border corridor. Actually got a report from one of our partners of some rain showers yesterday afternoon into the overnight up in Stanley. So warm enough for rain down in some of the valleys and basins, even into our central mountains. Further south, dry conditions are still expected with a warming trend also continuing through Thursday. Remember, yesterday we told you Thursday had trended warmer. Thursday had trended more like the first half of the week and less like our pattern change that's on the way by the time we get out to Friday or so, and that expectation remains in place. Trough of low pressure will arrive Thursday night or Friday, and that'll bring a chance of more widespread rain and snow and, unfortunately, or fortunately, for those who want some snowpack and certainly for our drought, cooler temperatures across the region as well. So still expecting the real shift, the real pattern change to arrive Thursday night or Friday across the region. So take a look at the mechanics again here on satellite, and this should look very similar to what we've shown you the past couple mornings. Ridge of high pressure remains in place here across the Rocky Mountain region, the northern Rocky Mountain region. Multifaceted region of low pressure here, still generally off the western coast of Canada. And based on the steering flows of these features, we continue to pump moisture, an atmospheric river of moisture toward the west coast. We lift it up just a little bit over this ridge of high pressure and then send that moisture streaming across portions of Washington, the Idaho Panhandle, areas just to the north of our forecast area. So we step down into a little more local view here on the satellite. You can see some of that cloud cover is affecting the central mountains and other portions of our forecast area here this morning. Again, some rain and snow showers embedded in this, particularly up across the northern portion of our central mountains and possibly up near the Montana border as well. High resolution models generally supporting more of the same today up across this corridor. So as you get north of Haley, to the north of about Mackay, maybe to the north of Ashton as well is going to be your best chance for some shower activity. Probably, though, backing off based on the models tonight into tomorrow, a little bit drier as, again, the main moisture feed continues to target just to our north with the more significant in rain and snowfall amounts. So breaking this down by day here, we've cleared you out to green here across the Snake Plain, the Magic Valley, the South Hills, and the Southern and Eastern Highlands for Tuesday into Wednesday and now into Thursday as well. Not really expecting precipitation, just those warming temperatures. As you head north, up across at least the northeast highlands, not so much maybe Driggs and point southward, but up across the Island Park region into Yellowstone, and then up across the Lost River area, at times, maybe the Wood River Valley, certainly up toward Banner Summit and Stanley and Lemhi County. A few of those rain and snow showers, depending on your elevation, still expected Tuesday into Wednesday into Thursday. Generally very light activity with light accumulations and a mix, again, based on temperatures. Friday, here comes that pattern change. Here comes that system into the region with a mix of rain and snow for some lower elevation areas, but predominantly snow with temperatures cooling across all of our different mountain regions. And you'll notice we maintain those question marks here for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Very low confidence on exactly who might see a rain or snow shower when. Again, we're right on the southern fringes of that moisture flow, but a little bit more confidence, a little bit better chance everywhere by the time we get into Friday. A little more showery, but still unsettled look to your forecast as we get into Saturday and kick off the weekend with cooler temperatures supporting snow showers everywhere. We do hold with minor risk for all of this, even for the system Friday into Saturday. It's a little too early to get real specific about amounts. But in general, rainfall amounts, snowfall amounts, looking to stay on the lighter side based on the data that we're seeing at this juncture in that Friday to Saturday timeframe. Once again, no watches, warnings, or advisories are in effect this morning here in our southeast Idaho forecast area. Some wind issues up here if you will be traveling up into portions of Montana and Wyoming, just outside our area. High temperatures today, warmer than yesterday. We actually overperformed just a little bit yesterday. We saw many locations get a few degrees warmer than our forecast. Very notable out there compared to the cold temperatures we've had for quite a while across the area. And you can see readings, and we did nudge some of these up just a little bit in our forecast here based on what happened yesterday. So expecting still a few places holding in the upper 30s, possibly the Arco Desert up toward Spencer or so, but generally 40s across the rest of the forecast area, and possibly 50 or better for places like Chalice, Burley, Twin Falls, Oakley, one of the warmest locations here in our forecast. What is our probability of actually reaching or exceeding 50 degrees? Well, Arco, we're sorry. Haley, again, we're sorry. We don't think we're going to be able to pull that one off for you. But Pocatello, you're about 50-50 for today. Preston, only about a 10% chance. Burley, 75% chance. Really looking likely that we're going to make it there. Burley and Twin Falls. Chalice, about a 50-50 chance. Stanley, you're probably going to be a little shy of that 50-degree mark today based on these probabilities. Now, stepping forward here, expected snowfall amounts looking over the next 24 hours or so throughout the day today into tonight and Wednesday morning. Again, very light, a dusting here or there, maybe an inch or two at some of the highest peaks, particularly in the Sawtooths and then to the north of the Frank Church Wilderness. Stanley, you're probably going to lean a little closer to the rain side of the equation, particularly since temperatures were warm enough already yesterday to support some rain there. Again, in the valleys and basins up across the north, dry conditions across the southern 2/3 of our forecast area. Probability of exceeding 2 inches of snow, very limited, only 4% chance up in Stanley. If we do see a few amounts of that magnitude, probably going to hold up at the highest elevations of the Sawtooth Mountains. Okay, high temperatures Wednesday, we're getting even better. 50 for Stanley, for Salmon, 54 or so for Chalice, Pocatello 51, Burley 54. A lot more 50s creeping into our lower elevation population centers and even some of these valleys here in the Central Mountains. Even Island Park, 44, doing a little bit better on Wednesday. So let's take another look for Wednesday this time at what is our probability of reaching or exceeding 50 degrees. Arco and Haley, I'm sorry, we're still not going to get there, but Chalice, 60% chance, 67% chance in Pocatello, 50-50 in Preston, 82 and 84% chance in Burley and Twin Falls. So you can see those probabilities rising with warm air continuing to trend into the region as we go into Wednesday. Here's a look at Thursday and Friday. So over here on the left, Thursday, again, is going to mimic Tuesday and Wednesday as far as being predominantly dry for most of southeast Idaho with continued warm temperatures. A few places probably still making it into the 50s, and we may see these values nudge up a little closer to Wednesday's values, particularly if the cloud cover isn't too thick. So 50 up in Chalice and Salmon, 52 again for Pocatello, 46 for Island Park, 48 down in Preston. Not bad at all for another taste of spring, but that pattern change arrives Friday. Cooling temperatures, widespread chances of rain and snow as a trough moves into the region. So over here on the right, you can see high temperatures by later in the day on Friday, generally only making it into the 30s for most of the forecast area, maybe still squeaking out 40 degrees here in the eastern Magic Valley at Twin Falls and Burley, maybe Pocatello as well, and a few of the southern valleys as well. So we'll continue to monitor that. That will affect who will see predominantly snow versus a continued rain-snow mix as this system moves in. Taking a look just a little further out, where are we headed? Well, 6 to 10 day outlook, leaning just a little bit wetter than normal across our region, and temperatures strongly favoring below normal. Even though we're talking about these 50+ degree readings here for the next few days, that 6 to 10 day period looks like we're going to be headed back into more wintry feeling temperatures here across the northern Rockies. So there's an update on what we're expecting here for the next 5 days or so. As always, feel free to reach out at any time here at the office if you have questions, comments, or concerns. And everyone have an outstanding Tuesday.